Alright, you beautiful people, so today's video should be relatively short because we're really just talking about one weapon, as you can probably tell from the thumbnail. However, it's for good reason. As we all know already, pulse rifles are going to be meta in the final shape. They are buffing pulse rifles in numerous ways. First of all, pulse rifles are just going to be getting a general overall damage buff in PvE of 20%. This is going to be versus all types of combatants, bosses, majors, champions, minors, you name it. This buff will be applied to it. 20% for free. Yes, sir, we take that. And they're also going to be buffing the damage pulse rifles do against red bar enemies. 15% to those types of combatants for an overall like 38% more damage to red bars. But still, that 20% is going to be universal against any combatant in PvE, which is very, very good. And as you guys are probably well aware, people have been talking about certain pulse rifles to get going into the final shape, one of them being the Darkest Before from Prophecy with Heal Clip and Incandescent. And the two main exotic pulse rifles that people are going to be looking at next season are, of course, Graviton Lance and Red Death. And then the kinetic slot Outbreak Perfected, that's 3, not 2, but you still get what I mean. However, what if I told y'all about another exotic pulse rifle to definitely keep your eyes on going into next season? You might be like, what do you mean, bro? Not the Graviton? Well, Graviton is going to be goated. Without a doubt, it's already cracked out now. But I'm actually talking about, now hear me out, hold your breath. I'm talking about Collective Obligation. That's right, the Vow of the Disciple raid exotic. Why am I talking about this thing? First off, the main exotic perk of the Collective Obligation is called Void Leech. As we know, this exotic basically gets the ability to leech any type of void debuff when damaging the target that is either afflicted with suppression, weaken, or volatile. Once you charge it up, you can then hold your reload button, and then you are able to apply all of those same void debuffs you just leeched back onto more enemies. Now, while the perk does sound really good on paper, why don't more people talk about it at the moment? Well, it's because mainly just Graviton is just a better void exotic pulse rifle. That and pulse rifles haven't been anywhere close to the limelight, but that's all changing in the final shape. However, I'm not just recommending this weapon solely because of the pulse rifle buffs, but this past Thursday, we got the next seasonal artifact fully revealed to us. And some of the mods on here are very, very void friendly. And what's the main one out of the bunch that we are talking to? Well, my friends, we got two of them actually. This mod right here, I don't want to butcher the name, so I'm just going to read it off, okay? While you have a void or prismatic subclass equipped, defeating weakened targets provides a small void overshield. Okay, well, that's going to be pretty easy to do with a weapon that you're able to just apply all types of void debuffs. And not only that, but in the fifth column, we have Expanding Abyss. Void sources deal increased damage to weakened targets. My guy. Now, I don't know if this is going to affect enemies that are already affected by like a tractor cannon or a tether, something like a 30% debuff, but if it does, holy hell. And even if it doesn't, it's still going to be just overall really useful on a weapon that can sap any void debuff on the field and apply it to any other enemy on the field. Very useful. On top of the pulse rifle changes, and we're getting prismatic, this might be a weapon that you want to have on the back burner. With pulse rifles heading into the spotlight of the meta next season, keep your eyes peeled for these two mods paired with the Collective Obligation. Also, I really hope you have your Edge Transit, because it's going to be probably like the only heavy weapon people are going to be using next season. Let me know what pulse rifles you are looking forward to using most in the final shape. Is it Red Death? Is it Graviton? Is it Collective? Is it Outbreak? Let me know. And if you still haven't pre-ordered the final shape yet, I would highly recommend you go to Instant Gaming, top link in the description, as that will save you a few extra bucks on your order. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. You guys be safe. We'll see you later.